Part 73. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 721. Chapter 721 Agree. You must know that among everyone here, Baiyu has the legendary white eyes. Moreover, since her realm reached the stage of Dharma God, the role of Byakugan in this silent hill seems to be more powerful than before. It can be seen that Baiyu's ability at this stage can play an extremely powerful intelligence role. Other sacred tree masters may not be able to sense what is in this death aura. But Baiyu's white eyes can indeed penetrate all nothingness and see through the things hidden in the deepest darkness. Therefore, her words actually hold considerable weight in this team. After everyone heard what Baiyu said, they couldn't help showing deep expressions. After all, according to Baiyu, if there is not just one evil spirit in this death aura, but several evil spirits, then it is very likely that after walking in, he stabbed an evil spirit. Nest. Everyone, since there are evil spirits ahead, there are not only opportunities but also great risks. What do you think our next actions should be? Xiao Chang'an's eyes circled around the people present, and then, after pondering for a moment, he asked for opinions in a solemn tone. The prodigal sword had an indifferent expression on his face and said, "Isn't it just a nest of evil spirits? Our overall strength compared with just now, it is already so much stronger, and it doesn't seem to take much effort to kill an S-level evil spirit. Although there are a few more A-level evil spirits, with our current strength, there shouldn't be any problem if we push them through, right?" Baiyu shook her head and said, "Combat strength is not evaluated like this. When we killed the S-class evil spirits before, it actually took a long time. The reason why it was so easy was because of the evil spirits present. Just always. We rely on constant pulling to prevent any attack from this evil spirit from being successfully output. Moreover, we have sufficient firepower to continuously attack the evil spirit. Only then can we kill the evil spirit seemingly so easily. But even if this is the case, S-class evil spirits will store other evil spirits and then devour them to strengthen their own strength. If there is not just one evil spirit ahead, but a nest, then the trump card contained in this S-class evil spirit is likely to be beyond our imagination. In addition, we have to face other small evil spirits, and we must be strict calculate whether our current strength is enough." When everyone heard Baiyu's explanation, they also showed expressions of sudden realization. If it were just an ordinary enemy, then Xiao Chang'an might not need to ask for everyone's opinions and just go straight to a. After killing all the monsters, what should be discussed next is how the spoils should be distributed. However, since Xiao Chang'an came out to ask for everyone's opinions, that means, the degree of danger ahead is not that simple. Think of this. Naturally, other ordinary members of the Dark Knight Alliance, Star Pavilion, and the Wizard Gang did not dare to express their opinions. After all, their strength is all brought up by the big boss. They only need to stand aside, wait for other people's orders, and then execute them according to what is said, and then it's all done. The only ones left to participate in the discussion are Anya, Yu Suanji, and the director of the Wizarding Academy, Deng Buledin. At this time, everyone's eyes fell on Deng Buledin. Although Xiao organized everyone's assessment of this copy to be very accurate, it still had to be based on Deng Buledin. After all, at this stage, Deng Buledin is the only trump card among everyone here. He possesses extremely powerful magical attainments, and can even unleash unimaginable magic god-level power. At critical moments, he has the effect of turning things around. But everyone in the Xiao organization now only has a vague concept of Deng Buledin's strength and is not clear enough. Of course, it also depends on what Deng Buledin means. Dumble paused, knowing that everyone would regard him as the leader. His character is naturally one of stability. However, in the face of this extraordinary opportunity, if you don't take a brave step, it will be difficult to gain something bigger. What's more, since I teleported to this ancient battlefield, I won't stay in Silent Hill forever and just continue to grind like this without listening. Everyone still has to go to the heavenly selection ceremony to see what kind of opportunities there are. So, Denbuletin thought for a while and said, I think we can give it a try. According to the information given by Miss Bayou, since there are only a few evil spirits, I think we can still handle it with our current strength. As soon as it came out, it seemed to have the final word. NLE smiled and said, since Senior Denbuletin said that, it shouldn't be a problem for us to go directly to this dungeon. The prodigal sword was full of excitement, carrying the big sword on his back, and said, hurry, I can't help but kill a few more evil spirits. Then, everyone expressed their agreement. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 722. Chapter 722. Deep in the death aura, there seemed to be an extremely sinister wave coming from the depths. If any sacred tree master senses this aura, he will probably only use his best efforts to run as far as he can. Even the holy purifier of those days would probably not go deep into it rashly if he sensed this aura. According to the blonde Shota, being able to kill S-class evil spirits would have been an extremely powerful divine purifier in ancient times. Throughout the ages, there have not been many holy purifiers who can face S-class evil spirits alone. Although the evil spirit 797 that everyone in the Akatsuki organization killed was only solved by their concerted efforts and joint operations, it is enough to show that their strength is extremely powerful in Silent Hill. The blonde young lady was a little puzzled. Obviously, this group of outsiders did not appear to be particularly powerful before entering this library. But now, how come everyone has become so fierce? In ancient times, in this country where the Dharma god ruins existed, being a holy purifier was a very respected and respectable profession. Even if the blonde Shota is a librarian, for a person of this level, he must give him ample VIP treatment. It's just that, the blonde Shota wasn't particularly interested in everyone in the Akatsuki organization at the beginning. The first image was naturally not much better. Now, seeing that this group of people have become so powerful, they are comparable to the sacred purifiers with a transcendent status. That attitude couldn't be changed for a while. Looking at all this, I felt indescribably awkward and weird. First of all, it should be a matter of course to respect the holy purifier. After all, they are dedicated to helping the masses kill evil spirits and maintain world peace. They also have the breath of divine magic in their bodies. This kind of transcendent magic makes the level of a magician can also be greatly improved, so he should be respected. Secondly, although I knew in my heart that everyone in the Akatsuki organization was extremely powerful and possessed incredible abilities, their abilities had been greatly improved in a short period of time, far beyond the expectations and understanding of the blonde young Shota. In the team, a character like Denbuletin appeared, and he qualified as the chosen one. For a moment, his status seemed to have changed 360 degrees. This change made it difficult for him to adapt. As the team continued to advance towards the depths of death. At this time, Bayou paused, her eyes became sharp, she pointed at the thick fog of death in front of her, and said in a deep voice, I sense that there are several evil spirits hiding in the depths of that death. Everyone, if you continue walking for a while, you should have direct contact with evil spirits. According to the last battle experience, the perception range of evil spirits is about 2,000 meters, which is more than the normal perception range of our sacred tree masters, which is more than 1,500 meters. These evil spirits are still 3,000 meters away from us. That is to say, as long as we walk another 1,000 meters, we will enter the perception range of the evil spirit and trigger this guy's intention to attack us. Bayou's Byakugan has been able to see evil spirits 5 kilometers outside since it was strengthened. Before, everyone in the Akatsuki organization was able to deal with evil spirits so well and perfectly. With Bayu's Byakugan, they could see the enemy's intentions in advance. Sensing the approaching danger is inextricably linked. Therefore, her words carry considerable weight among the entire team. Everyone nodded and continued to move forward along the route guided by Bayu. Xiao Chang'an said, Miss Bayu, when we step into the range of perception, we will ask you to give us instructions on how the evil spirits will attack us later. Bayu said, okay. I can use resonance to transmit all the pictures I see to your minds. After the communication, everyone in the Xiao organization has been extremely prepared. The defensive formation has been completely stretched out. The blonde young lady looked at the scene in front of her, and the corner of her mouth twitched slightly. At the beginning, he was still questioning this lineup. What did it mean? I have never seen such a strange formation. I thought there might be some problem with the intelligence of this group of people. However, as Akatsuki organized everyone 5.2, he led this group of outsiders to kill an S-class evil spirit in Silent Hill. The power of this lineup was fully demonstrated. The blonde young lady's mouth twitched when he saw it. He had never thought that there was a formation that could exert such a powerful force in Silent Hill. It simply refreshed my outlook on life. It turns out, he was the one who couldn't see the power of this lineup. Doesn't this make him look very uneducated and incompetent? Although he is very reluctant to admit this fact. However, the blonde young lady seems to feel that she is a fool and doesn't understand anything. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 723. Chapter 723, The Powerful and Terrifying Divine Tree Master Lu Shu. Going deep into the sinister hinterland of evil spirits. Xiao organized everyone and immediately launched an astonishing offensive. Suddenly, Xiao Chang'an's eyes lit up and he said, brothers, I find that my attack methods, and their intentions against these evil spirits have become extremely clear, at this moment, through the power of resonance. The other members also discovered this. They all showed expressions of great surprise. Before, although everyone in the Akatsuki organization can also deduce the enemy's actions, but not as sharp as now. Now, when evil spirits fall into their eyes, their movements seem to be slowed down 10,000 times. Even, the evil spirit's next move can be deduced with incomparable accuracy. This kind of ability was something that no one in the Akatsuki organization had in the past. Everyone was shocked. Do I actually have such a special ability? At this time, Bayu seemed to have thought of something, suddenly smiled and said, I guess that this infinite deduction fruit must have been given to us by the president, and its potential is far more than that. Because the breath of Dharma God in our body has been strengthened, our status has been improved. Therefore, the power of this fruit can naturally be further released. As soon as these words came out, everyone in the Xiao organization seemed to have remembered something. Yes, my previous deduction ability was not as strong as it is now. I clearly feel that the moment our deduction ability becomes stronger is when our magic power rises to the realm of Dharma God. In this way, the deduction ability of this fruit given by the president will still grow as our status improves. Damn it, then, the fruit given to us by the president is at least a God-level fruit. Only those who have reached a God-level status can exert the full power of the fruit. No, to be precise, not necessarily all. There may still be some potential that needs to be developed. Oh my God, what level of divine tree master is the president? This fruit given to us, even the Dharma God can't activate its full potential. The president is so kind and has given us such great benefits. The faces of everyone in the Akatsuki organization showed extremely excited application. They suddenly thought, this must be because of the ability of infinite deduction fruit. Not only that, it can still grow. With the current average of the members of the Akatsuki organization even in the horizontal realm, they can't fully exert their unlimited ability to deduce fruits. It's really shocking. You know, the members of the Akatsuki organization, the magic power in their bodies now is completely inferior to that of the Dharma God. Not inferior. It is even possible to surpass the average Dharma God. But even so, the true potential of infinite deduction fruit cannot be unleashed. Before they entered this dungeon, they still had high hopes for God-level powerhouses. A great sense of awe. I once doubted whether there were any divine tree masters in the grey world who could fight against the envoys from the divine world. Entering this ruins, with even more uneasiness, I felt that I was challenging the divine tree world, the most dangerous area so far. I was also breaking the exploration scope of the divine tree world. Even the mysterious president, no one thought that, the opponent has the ability to kill gods. We should be able to fight. However, the status of this fruit completely overturned everyone's ideas. Even magicians at the level of the god of law cannot use this fruit. Full potential. What level of realm did the mysterious president of the Akatsuki organization reach to produce such a fruit? And not one or two, not 4 or 5, but a dozen. He took it out casually. There may even be more such fruits in his inventory. For any sacred tree master, if they could produce such fruits, they would be enough to last for a year. But for Lu 873 tree, it seems that these fruits are for wholesale without any production threshold. All the sacred tree masters were extremely shocked by this. At the same time, other core members of the Dark Knight Alliance, Star Pavilion, etc., after hearing the news, also showed a look of shock. In their impression, although they were in awe of this mysterious president, they did not expect that the other party had reached such a terrifying state. Even the fruit of a god-level person, they can be mass-produced and given to guild members casually. How powerful a divine tree master must be to have such a pattern. Damn it, I thought our guild was strong enough, but I didn't expect that other people's guilds were so terrifying. No wonder even the leader of the Dark Knight Alliance and Yusuanji are in awe of this mysterious organization, with them as the main. Such a powerful and terrifying divine tree master, if you look at the grey world, you may not be able to find another one. This is what everyone here thinks. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 724. Chapter 724, The Evil Spirit's Lair. Realizing that Lu Shu's ability was so powerful, all the sacred tree masters felt refreshed, as if they were extremely confident for this action. This mysterious guild actually has the support of such a big boss. In their eyes, the mysterious president of the Akatsuki organization might be comparable to those people from the celestial realm who claim to be messengers from the divine domain. What do a few evil spirits mean? They are just a bunch of filthy things that should be purified. Subsequently, the members of the Akatsuki organization began to enter the hinterland of the evil spirit. The magical brilliance of the sacred aura emitted a burst of light, expelling all the death energy from this place. The evil spirit suffered harm that it had never suffered before in its life, and it made wailing sounds one after another. A evil spirit, all of them have been killed. Bai Yu's eyes were filled with joy and she announced a piece of news that was pleasing to hear. Everyone in the Xiao organization was immediately excited. When killing the evil spirits, there were 7 evil spirits here. 6 of them were A-level evil spirits. The other one is an S-level evil spirit. In just a moment, all the evil spirits have been killed. Thanks to everyone's deduction method, they have reached a more advanced level. They can use less the number of people can directly hold back the S-level evil spirit. Then, the remaining members only need to kill the easier evil spirit, and they can easily solve the battle. Capture the thief first. After all the evil spirits are killed, everyone suddenly felt their own divine magic aura, and received a surge of infusion again. It became more solid. Everyone's faces were filled with extremely excited expressions. Ha ha ha, I feel that my divine magic aura has been strengthened again. Although the realm of magic has not improved much, you can feel that my damage is more powerful in restraining evil spirits. If a critical hit could only do 2000 points of damage before, now my critical hit can do 5000 points of damage. It's more than doubled. So cool. So cool. Everyone's face was full of joy. At this moment, after killing the evil spirit, the remaining combat power also joined the battle to encircle and suppress the S-class evil spirit. Their strength became it was stronger than before, causing tons of damage, directly causing wave after wave of fatal damage to the evil spirit. After the evil spirit kept wailing, it directly activated the stored evil energy, and the aura became huge again. But Dengbuledin once again used a special secret technique to reduce the dimensionality of the evil spirit. The arrogance that had just become arrogant suddenly dropped to freezing point like a bucket of cold water was poured on it. The evil spirit's aura became weaker, it realized that the group of people in front of it seemed to be more than it could handle. It hurriedly retreated, trying to escape. But how could the members of the Akatsuki organization let go of the evil spirits? Followed up with good training. Directly bombarded again. Under a series of attacks, the evil spirit's breath has become extremely weak. It wailed in pain several times before dying, but still failed blocking the flood of attacks. He fell to the ground. After the evil aura was purified, it was transformed into a sacred magical aura, and was injected into everyone in the Akatsuki organization again. Wow! After killing the S-class evil spirit, I felt completely comfortable. Now, my sacred purification magic power is as big as a goose egg. I wonder if it will bring any qualitative changes if it evolves to the size of a basketball. Just such a trace of sacred magic power is like a treasure to us at this stage, and will bring about substantial transformation and evolution. Thank you Silent Hill, thank you evil spirit. Yes, the world is more beautiful because of you. After killing the evil spirit, I felt that the sacred magic aura in the body was strengthened again. Everyone's faces were filled with joy. It was like celebrating the new year. This scene fell in the eyes of the blonde young lady, which made the corner of his mouth twitch. What the hell is it that there are evil spirits in the world? Working with this group of people must be too special. However, what the blonde young Shota didn't expect was, members of the Akatsuki organization they actually regard evil spirits as experience for killing monsters and leveling up. If you kill one round, you can gain a lot of experience points. It's really hard to know what to say, Li Hao. Let's continue moving towards the depths of Silent Hill. That's right, I can't wait to kill the next evil spirit. It feels like every time I kill an evil spirit, my strength will increase greatly. Kill evil spirits. Kill evil spirits. Everyone seems to be fighting in high spirits. After their strength has been improved, let alone S-class evil spirits, they have the ability to compete even if they stab a nest. With their current sacred magic aura, killing the evil spirits is like mowing grass. Even if it is encountering an S-class evil spirit, the battle can be ended in a short period of time. Everyone continued to move towards the depths of the death energy. Not long after, they encountered an evil spirit nest again. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 725. Chapter 725. Sacred Tree Island. Lu Shu's eyes opened slightly. His eyes seemed to see through everything, and they contained endless secrets. Moment. Lu Shu smiled softly and said in his heart, I didn't expect that the speed of these guys' movements is pretty good. Tianxian, it seems to have something to do with a certain ceremony. Those guys from the God realm left a lot of things in the Grey realm, and these ruins contain quite a lot of treasures. But for me now, it doesn't have much value, so it's just right for the members of the Akatsuki organization to explore. At this moment, Lu Shu seems to have seen the outcome of the exploration of the members of the Xiao organization. His deduction ability is many times stronger than that of everyone in the Xiao organization. You know, Lu Shu's personality he has almost reached the realm of true immortals, and has slaughtered several gods. He has even gone deep into the underworld, and had a conversation with Guan Yu, who was suspected to be the same player 380 as the Divine Tree Master 1,000 years ago. Personality has a huge impact on the deduction. What Lu Shu has experienced, beheaded, and practiced in, it can only be said that the blessing for infinite deduction is simply too great. It's time to go to the Grey Realm to see what's there. After Lu Shu got up, he went deep into the grey mist. After being in seclusion for such a long time, a lot of things happened in the Grey World. Especially the messengers from the Divine Domain came to the Grey World. Recently, there are endless posts about the arrival of the Divine Messengers in the Grey World. It has caused widespread discussion. The whole Grey World has become very lively. Some people say that there are already Divine Tree Masters who have cooperated with the Divine Messengers, and even revealed part of the information. This statement, when the news came out, there was an uproar all over the city. Everyone was extremely afraid of this. If a Divine Tree Master cooperated with the messenger from the Divine Domain, then, if his information was revealed, how would the messenger from the Divine Domain feel? Besides, for Grey, in terms of the world, all the Sacred Tree Masters are considered outsiders, and I don't know what kind of attitude this group of Divine Domain envoys have towards them as outsiders. Will they kill them one by one? All kinds of questions make the Sacred Tree Masters wonder. Feeling extremely frightened. Currently, even the top guilds of the Divine Tree Masters are met with the fate of being killed instantly when faced with the messenger of the Divine Realm. No one dares to have a head-on confrontation with the messenger of the Divine Realm. For a time, the Divine Realm Messenger has become the top force in the Grey World. Absolutely synonymous with the boss of the Abyss, it was tens of thousands of times more terrifying than the previous Abyss boss. It was as if he was a celestial dragon who could not be offended at all. Even some of the Divine Tree Masters began to kneel down and beg the envoys of the Divine Realm, wishing to become the opponent's lackey. In order to get some of the benefits. Change your destiny. Therefore, the structure of the Divine Tree world has also undergone tremendous changes. Top guilds such as Tianzong and Fenjian Guild have become secretive and no longer appear, to avoid being noticed by those divine messengers. CFCB. And the strange thing is, third-rate guilds like Shenjian Pavilion are jumping up and down again. It was as if someone was supporting him behind his back. Many Divine Tree Masters speculated that the Divine Sword Pavilion cooperated with the Divine Envoys and sold a lot of Divine Tree Masters information. They have done a lot of deceptive business in the past. Although the previous generation of Pavilion Masters have been killed, the virtues of this guild seem to have continued without any change. As a relatively free organization, the Divine Sword Pavilion has a huge flow of people, and it also has information about many Divine Tree Masters. Now, many Divine Tree Masters who had joined the Divine Sword Pavilion felt regretful. When they join the guild, they must fill out a form and record their information. If the Divine Sword Pavilion really cooperates with the messengers of the Divine Realm, then their personal information was definitely leaked. At that time, if any of these Divine Envoys is in a bad mood, they may kill themselves at any time. Like a sword of Damocles, suspended above the head of every Sacred Tree Master, no one will feel very comfortable. Lu Shu's heart moved slightly. A certain avatar of his was browsing the major posts in the world of the Sacred Tree. A new post immediately became a hot topic. Attracted everyone's attention. Brothers, recently there was a god of wind who said he was going to hold a gathering to recruit disciples. What? The messenger from the Divine Realm plans to recruit disciples in the Grey World. It is said that they learned about the origin of the Divine Tree Master and found it interesting, So they prepared to accept disciples to see if they had the qualifications to enter the divine realm. Wait, the envoy from the divine realm doesn't want to take this opportunity to kill us. You are overthinking. Based on the intelligence gathered over the past few days, it is estimated that the messenger from the divine realm knows that our number is in the hundreds of millions. Do you think he is interested in killing so many divine tree masters one by one? Moreover, if the envoys of the divine realm really want to hunt us down, there is no need to wait until now and arrange a special gathering to recruit disciples. But I feel like this matter should be treated with caution. After this post was posted, it immediately aroused countless discussions. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 726. Chapter 726 New Life. Luciu read all the intelligence information of the readers with great interest. This matter, some people find it strange. Some people feel excited. Others have a completely indifferent attitude and are not interested at all in this apprenticeship conference. But no matter what, the actions of the messenger from the divine realm have completely shocked the entire grey world. By then, judging from Luciu's guess, there will definitely be many sacred tree masters willing to participate in this disciple recruitment conference. The power of the divine messenger is so attractive. You know, how many divine tree masters there are in the divine tree world, all yearning for power beyond ordinary people. But those who can get the gift of a super powerful divine tree are only a handful after all. Many people know that if you want to obtain powerful abilities, it is completely impossible to rely solely on the sacred tree. We also need to rely on the resources of the grey world to continuously increase the level of the sacred tree, and other power systems. In this way, compared with other sacred tree masters, we have an advantage. Coincidentally, this time the divine envoys descended to earth and crushed all the top divine tree masters. Even the major divine tree guilds were defeated. Just for the top guilds to recruit people, there are countless sacred tree masters fighting for a spot. Not to mention being an envoy from the divine realm recruiting disciples. Although they knew that the messengers from the divine realm might not have good intentions, many divine tree masters would still choose to give it a try in order to get the power they longed for. At least, even if they can gain power far beyond ordinary people for a short time, it is worth it to them. Interesting. From this point of view, it seems that there are many sacred tree masters in the apprenticeship conference, and they may participate. There are already many sacred tree masters who have released information on the forum to obtain information about recruiting disciples at high prices. Luciu looked at the forum with a thoughtful expression. At the beginning, there were also intelligence dealers who wanted to price the location of the apprenticeship meeting at a high price and then sell it. But obviously, there are not a few divine tree masters who know this information. As time goes by, even everyone knows the location of the disciple recruitment meeting of the messengers of the divine domain, which is held at the coordinates of the grey world, 222, 111. This coordinate. Luciu showed a thoughtful expression. If I remember correctly, there seemed to be a mythical ruins that I had explored. However, after reaching deeper into the grey world, these holy realms are presented in the form of mythical ruins. For example, the ruins of the Dharma god are no longer ruins, but have become a copy-like form. He has accumulated a lot of critical luck, but he has no chance to use it and has been hoarding it. However, critical luck can play a big role on many levels. As long as Luciu is lucky with a critical hit, even if he encounters a huge crisis, he can turn it around. This is the luck value brought by critical luck. Several times, when he faced the messengers from the divine realm, he always relied on his luck in critical strikes to defeat them. There are also elements influenced by great luck in it. At this moment, Lu Shu was lucky enough to find a post. The rules of the apprenticeship conference are explained in detail there. In this disciple recruitment meeting, the envoys from the divine realm will be arranged in the secret realm of the cave in the Grey World, 222, 111. Divine tree masters who want to become apprentices should go to the secret realm and wait. The envoy of the divine realm will place his divine consciousness on each person and check their qualifications. Only the suitable people can be selected as the disciples of the envoy of the divine realm. Tisk tisk, I have been practicing on the sacred tree island for such a long time, why not join in the fun this time? Lu Shu smiled. Then, it turned into a stream of light and rushed directly into the Grey World. A teleportation light curtain fell on him. Lu Shu had previously left teleportation messages in many places in the Grey World. Mark. So, you only need to move your mind slightly and consume part of your mental power to teleport immediately. The next second. The moment the teleportation light curtain descends, the scene in front of Lu Shu suddenly changes drastically. Then, a panel popped up in front of him. South City. Coordinates, 222, 110. Risk factor, none. What you see is the ruins of a city. Lu Shu came here once and went back to explore some materials and used them to build the island's walls. But this ruins has been completely built up by the sacred tree masters who came from behind. Because this ruins originally had the prototype of a city-state, so with just a little construction, it can become a concentration camp for divine tree masters. As the progress of the Grey World continues to progress, the overall strength of the sacred tree masters is getting stronger and stronger. It is no longer difficult for them to build a city-state concentration. As for the coordinates of about 200 in the Grey World, as a transition point between a safe place and a more dangerous area, the flow rate is relatively high. Therefore, there is also the value of building a commercial country. The city of the south has been given a new life. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 727. Chapter 727. Southern City. Lu Shu's figure suddenly appeared here. Trading cities were built nearby. Some time ago, I even heard that there was an envoy from the God realm who was going here to recruit disciples. The southern city suddenly became the most prosperous place in the entire Grey World. Have you heard about it? The southern city is the closest, and there will be messengers from the divine realm coming to recruit disciples. Damn it, I don't know what the origin of this divine messenger is, and he can actually put up such a huge formation. I just heard that there was a top guild that was destroyed by the messenger from the divine realm. I don't know how powerful the messenger from the divine realm is really. 290 The sacred tree masters passing by were all discussing this issue. Lu Shu's ears twitched slightly. His eyes scanned the surroundings. He suddenly discovered that many famous guilds of the sacred tree masters had arrived in the southern city. It seemed that planning to go to the disciple recruitment conference. Or maybe just coming to join in the fun. At this moment, a ray of holy light descended from the horizon, causing everyone to exclaim. Damn it, look, it seems like an envoy from the divine realm is coming. Oh my God. The messenger from God's realm actually arrived here to recruit disciples. Do I have to succeed in my apprenticeship? Haha, didn't you say some time ago that this messenger from the God's realm came to recruit disciples, and he was probably here to trick people? Why are you now turning around and saying that you want to become a disciple? This aura and this personality are simply too transcendent. I originally thought that the messenger from the divine realm was fake, but now I found out that it is real. This is called a hero who knows the current affairs. Do you understand? You tough-talking red-skinned duck, you just covet the ability of the messenger from the God realm, right? Do you want to be accepted as a disciple by the messenger from the God realm? It's just wishful thinking. All the divine tree masters passing by saw a divine light descending from the horizon. In divine light, bathed in stars, holding a star staff and an extremely powerful aura, the divine messenger slowly walked out of the light curtain. She was seen wearing a golden cassock, with a thin veil covering her face, hiding the lineup. However, from that half of the face, it is not difficult to see that this face is extremely delicate. If the veil is lifted, she will definitely be the most beautiful woman in the world. Even the top 3 in the beauty list of divine tree masters are extremely inferior compared to the messengers from the divine realm. Landing down with endless halo, the divine envoy immediately caused countless divine tree masters to exclaim for a while, all feeling the aura of this character, which was extremely transcendent. Now, some of the divine tree masters who did not believe that there were divine messengers in the world completely surrendered when they saw the divine messengers coming. The oppression from the superiors seems to have touched the soul, and no one can have the slightest thought of resistance. Lu Shu raised his head and looked at the divine envoy. The first time he saw the other person, he couldn't help but laugh. Isn't this the Luo Shui that he has fought against before? She suddenly transformed and became a goddess among everyone. This is interesting. Original. Lu Shu also doubted whether the Nine Heavens goddess would come in person. But now it seemed that if such a powerful person really wanted to come to the mortal world, the price he would pay would be unimaginable. So, it is still Luo Shui who comes here. It's just that. Lu Shu used his mind to feel it a little, and narrowed his eyes slightly. He clearly noticed that the aura on Luo Shui's body had become stronger than before. It is definitely not the strength that a first-order true god can possess. Have you reached the second level of true god? It seems. Luo Shui returned to God's realm this time. He probably got important information from the Grey Realm and knew that the mirage fell into my hands. Therefore, the goddess of the Nine Heavens also gave Luo Shui a part of her fortune. Although it seemed like a reward, in fact, she just treated the opponent as a chess piece and wanted to deal with me. Lu Shu immediately judged the cause and effect in his heart. For the goddess of the Nine Heavens, a god who stands at the top of the divine realm, the price that needs to be paid to promote a first-level god to a second-level god is far too high. Far less than coming to the mortal world. Since Luo Shui has already gained a lot in the Grey World, then the Nine Heavens goddess will naturally make good use of this chess piece. The second-level true god is not only a reward, but also has to bear a greater causal cost. This silly girl probably thought that the goddess of the Nine Heavens valued that guy very much, so she was so anxious to complete the task. Lu Shu secretly laughed in his heart and couldn't help but shook his head. At this time, he had reached the state of being almost a true immortal and could cover up his own aura at any time. The image that appeared here was wearing black clothes and his face was hidden under the hood. Looking like an assassin. Even if Luo Shui stood in front of him, he couldn't see through his true identity. Since he came to practice on the sacred tree island, Lu Shu has greatly improved both in strength and realm. Naturally, he will not be afraid of a character like Luo Shui. On the contrary, Guan Yu, who is stationed in the underworld, can attract his attention. A god of Luo Shui's level is at most a little more troublesome, not necessarily difficult to deal with. Just at this moment, Luo Shui's figure has descended on everyone's heads. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 728. Chapter 728, Holy Land. At this moment, Luo Shui's whole body was glowing. Her facial features are almost flawless, cold and unearthly, and her eyes are indifferent. It seemed as if at that moment, she was the unparalleled supreme being in the world, her robes were unparalleled in the world. When everyone saw this figure, they couldn't help but be completely immersed in it, showing disbelief in their eyes. It's as if this person should not appear in the world. He is beyond everyone's imagination and perfect to the extreme. At this time, Luo Shui slowly said, "Everyone, please follow me." Then, it turned into a stream of light and escaped into a crack. Everyone's eyes couldn't help but move. But he saw that Luo Shui turned into a stream of light, disappeared into the waves of space, and submerged directly in front of him. Many people gave strange looks. 25. Where did the goddess go? Yes, didn't she want us to follow her? Why did she suddenly disappear? You agreed to accept a disciple, but you just said a few words and you're already gone. At this time, someone followed Luo Shui's figure, flew forward, and suddenly entered the crack. All the sacred tree masters were suddenly enlightened. It turned out that there was a Sumeru space in front of them. Everyone just needed to move towards it. If you follow the direction of Luo Shui, you can enter the Sumeru space. Idiot, the goddess asked you to follow her. That means she wants you to follow her. She also asked you where she went. With such an IQ, he still has the nerve to worship a goddess as his disciple. He can't even understand her intentions, but is he worthy of being her disciple? Hurry up and follow. Those divine tree masters who raised questions couldn't help but blush. They thought that the attitude of the goddess was too aloof and just left the others alone, which was baffling. But they didn't expect. It turned out that it was just Luo Shui who escaped into the outer space. He opened the crack and asked everyone to follow him in. It was too unseemly to raise questions like this in front of the goddess. Basically, the sacred tree masters who came here wanted to become their disciples. They fell into such an embarrassing situation at the beginning. It seems that this trip was a bit in vain. However, these sacred tree masters are usually too shameless to care so much and just followed. The flow of people in the large army immediately headed towards a small space crack. Kept squeezing in. Lu Shu turned into a shadow in the night, followed the back of the crowd, and walked slowly forward. He was interested. What did Luo Shui mean by holding a disciple recruitment meeting? From his point of view, it is naturally impossible to really accept a disciple. The other party's descent to earth has something to do with him. This time's plan. I am afraid that he also wants to take this opportunity to find a way to deal with himself. But Luo Shui probably didn't expect that Lu Shu his progress is so fast, but after such a short period of time, his status has surpassed that of Luo Shui. Although he has not yet completely become a true immortal. However, the status he possesses is much more powerful than the average first-order true god. Even when facing a second-level god, Lu Shu felt that his personality could vaguely overwhelm the opponent. As long as he kept his true aura secret, Luo Shui was not qualified to detect his true situation. So, follow him and pretend to be Fan. Of course there is no problem. As for the method of disguise, there are many transformation fruits in the world of the sacred tree. As the name suggests, after swallowing this fruit, you only need to by consuming your own mental power, you can change your appearance to what you want. Commonly known as the free dress-up method. Lu Shu doesn't have too many resources now. He also got all kinds of weird fruits from the world of the sacred tree. After playing for a while, there are much more superpowers than before. The large army of followers. After passing through the crack, a fairyland-like scene appeared in front of everyone. Many sacred tree masters saw it. The scene made me crazy instantly. Oh my god, could this be the mansion of an immortal? It is so majestic, far beyond my imagination. Such beautiful scenery is simply unimaginable in the grey world. I never thought there was such a place in this world. Wonderland. This is the legendary Wonderland. That goddess must be a 147 fairy from heaven descending to earth. I must join the immortal section. Living in such a fairyland-like place is much more comfortable than working my butt off in the grey world. The sacred tree masters all showed extremely excited expressions, looking around like 3-year-old children. They all thought this was the cave of an immortal. However, Lu Shu couldn't help laughing. Only he knew what kind of immortal was here. The cave. It's just a remnant of the Holy Land from the past. He has been here before, took away the lucky critical strike reward here, and got some mythical relics. Luo Shui probably knew that there was something here, so he came here specially, and found that everything had been taken away by him. So, he simply made this place a teleportation point. But the sacred tree masters who came here mistakenly thought that this holy land was Luo Shui's cave. It was true. I'm overthinking it. At this moment, Lu Shu passed through the gap and came to this holy place again. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 729. Chapter 729 turns out to be an event copy at this moment. Waves of divine light fell down. Luo Shui's indifferent eyes scanned the entire audience and he gently raised his hand. The huge altar was built instantly like a holy city. Such an astonishing method made the sacred tree masters present feel extremely incredible. Oh my God, a holy city was built in an instant. I sense that this holy city possesses the power to reach the sky and be unpredictable. Is this the power of the divine messenger? It's simply, beyond my imagination. I can build such a city easily. If I encounter these damn grey monsters and want to capture them, then even if the biggest boss comes to my island, I am afraid that it will not be able to cause damage to the edge of the city. No harm at all. The sacred tree masters present here all looked like country people when they saw that Luo Shui could easily build such a holy city. They looked at the figure suspended in the sky with admiration. There are only a few sacred trees. Master, he felt that when Luo Shui raised his hand, there was actually a trace of space fluctuation. It proved that this holy city was actually summoned using some kind of space prop. It was not as miraculous as imagined. Create a holy city at will. The ability of the secrets of space law is not completely impossible for the sacred tree masters here. After all, there are already many sacred tree masters who have reached the level of the field, and it can be regarded as a country of its own. It can achieve a level close to Luo Shui. They originally thought that the legendary messenger from the divine realm would have other means to summon such a city. But now it seems, the so-called goddess has achieved the methods of all this do not seem to be much different from those of high-end sacred tree masters. This is a bit disappointing. Of course, the sacred tree masters who see all this will not directly expose it. Instead, quietly watch from the sidelines. Wait and see what happens. Only by understanding the development trend of the matter and then making a judgment is the most correct approach. The sacred tree masters here, as long as they have reached a higher realm, can see both Luo Shui and Luo Shui have good IQs. Of course they would not say such things. Their status, in the world of the sacred tree, can be regarded as a prominent figure. They are either the top brass of the guild or the core members. Or he is the president of a guild. In short, Luo Shui's divine power does not seem to be as strong as everyone imagined. But in this disciple recruitment meeting, everyone still had the mentality of giving it a try, and some wanted to let's see what changes this incident will bring to the structure of the divine tree world. Now, a huge city was suspended in front of everyone. Luo Shui stood on the throne at the top of this holy city, looking down at the people with a condescending gaze. It seems that every sacred tree master here is a willing and submissive citizen of this land. At this time, Luo Shui slowly said, everyone, after passing the test of this holy city, you have the preliminary qualifications to become my disciple, Luo Shui. Luo belongs to the 9 heavens goddess in the divine realm. Her status is not at the top, but at least she is at the top. In this city, there are countless machine beasts, dilemmas, and enlightenment cliffs. Kill the machine beasts and crack the secrets, and you will get corresponding rewards. Regardless of whether you successfully recruit a disciple or not, you may all have a chance in this city. As soon as these words came out, the sacred tree masters here collectively exploded. They looked at this city with greedy eyes. It was like looking at a treasure. Machine beast? The secret technique of the immortal? No matter which reward is available, it seems to be extremely tempting. Moreover, as long as you participate, you will have a chance to get these treasures. Maybe you will get a chance and get the immortal fate. From then on, you can reach the sky in one step. Overlord above all the divine tree masters. When the time comes, to directly create a huge guild, wouldn't it take off directly? Suddenly, everyone's eyes looking at this machine city were full of greed. All kinds of news were also it was recorded as a memory video, or posted to a special communication forum for sacred tree masters. The whole world knew about it. Divine Tree Master Forum. Countless people are paying attention to the situation of the Divine Realm Messengers Disciple Recruitment Conference. Wangzhou, at this moment. Several posts popped up like mushrooms after rain, and Lightspeed occupied the top of the list, attracting everyone's attention. Oh my God, the holy city of infinite opportunities unexpectedly appeared in the gathering of disciples of the messengers of the gods. As long as you enter the holy city and crack the secret realms such as the machine beasts, you can obtain endless treasures. Moreover, there seems to be an immortal secret method within the holy city. After practicing it, it may be directly comparable to the fruit of an SSS-level sacred tree. Oh my God! I must enter this secret realm this time. Even if you can't be successfully accepted as a disciple, there are still many treasures that can be obtained. Oh my God! It turns out that this disciple recruitment meeting was an event dungeon. Planting trees for all, 3 consecutive SSS-level talents at the beginning. Author, Immortal. Chapter 730. Chapter 730. Chapter 730, Going Crazy. When the news spread throughout the entire sacred tree world, countless people felt like they were going crazy. The opening of the city means that there are many resources that are almost at the level of the gods, waiting for everyone to get them. After all, that was the opportunity given by the messenger from the divine domain in heaven. Destined to possess treasures that are unimaginable to ordinary people. The improvement in strength brought about is naturally beyond everyone's understanding. Many people who had previously expressed disapproval of this, and who had all kinds of weird and shady hints about participating in this apprenticeship conference, suddenly turned into clowns. They are the ones who missed an extremely precious opportunity. Most of the divine tree masters who did not participate could